Can't handle it. It's so old it can't handle the flash.
Wait until the ride has come to a complete stop.
Nice, look at that. Oh wow, it's like loading like downloading from a modem. 300 baud.
Actually, that's a little.
Cool, then let it ride. VCF EAST in the house. We got the. We canceled the one in the Pacific, right?
Pacific Northwest was canceled because the Living Computer Museum closed down, and that was their venue.
Right. Does this thing have an internal little beeper?
That's a 1977 demo.
Wow. Wow, really?
Yeah.
The graphics almost look like Mystery House from Sierra Online. The first graphic adventures.
Most of the graphics all look the same, especially on the early stuff.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing.
Clone of an Apple.
First of all,
II.
Tony, you're Tony.
Tony Bogan.
Okay, nice. How did you get involved in the VCF?
Oh, old computers. About 6 years ago, pulled my old computers out of storage, showing my kids what I used to play with, and started looking up, wondering if anybody's still into these old machines, having no idea what the community was like. And I found about a bunch of other things. I looked up to see if Trent Computer Fest was still in existence, which it is.
It is, really? I think I remember going to that, I think,
March
back in the 80s.
21st this year, I believe, so just another week and a half. And as I'm looking up stuff for old vintage computers, I find this thing called Vintage Computer Festival East. What the heck is that? Look it up, literally 15 minutes away from where I grew up, 20 minutes from where I lived, never knew the place existed, never knew the event was going on. And I attended my first VCI. It was Saturday night when I did it, and I missed the first couple days. Came that Sunday. Once I was here, it was literally like The Godfather. Once I thought I was out, they pulled me back.
So tell us a little bit about
this.
Tell us a little bit about today's workshop and what are we doing here?
Well, we were having fun until you showed up.
That's usually I crash the party.
Yeah, that's kind of the way it worked. Actually, just a handful of us today. There were a lot more of us here yesterday. We're just mostly working on some of our own stuff and some of VCF's machines. That's what I'm doing here. One is my machine. One is one for VCF. These two machines there were only 11 of these ever manufactured. They were never sold to the public.
Wow, it's a luggable.
It was one of the last machines that Franklin made before they stopped making computers, when they finally lost their lawsuit to Apple Computer for cloning their computers without authorization. And that's what we're doing. I've got one working. We're going to try the other one. We're eventually put one on display in the museum. And we're just kind of tinkering. That's what we do. You know, if we're not working on our own stuff, we're going to the warehouse and working on machines that belong to VCF to get them working to be able to be on exhibit.
That museum is unbelievable. You have such a great collection of just the history of computers here. And this place is the military base, am I right?
It was formerly Camp Evans.
Camp Evans.
It was a secret research facility that was a satellite of Fort Monmouth.
Wow, just unbelievable place. All right. And how often do you guys do this?
The workshops are just about every month.
Oh, wow.
We usually skip 1 or 2 months. We don't do one in December.
Okay.
We have our holiday party.
Right.
We sometimes will do one the same month as VCF, depends on how the dates fall.
Correct.
And we usually do a couple workshops elsewhere. We just did one last month down at System Source Computer Museum in Maryland. We did one out at Kennett Classic in... now I forgot the name of the town. It's in Pennsylvania.
Okay. Anyway, so how do we find the dates?
It's in Kennett Square.
How do we find the dates? Like, is there
right on the website, vcfed.org.
Nice.
So vcfed.org, and there's a schedule of events, and one of the things there are the workshop dates. They're not usually published a full year out in advance,
right,
but at least 6 months out.
Okay, so and they also have Facebook, and they can go on there, and Instagram.
Right from the website, you can get to everything: Instagram, Twitter, Facebook.
Awesome. Thank you, Tony.
All right, you're welcome.